Try again. Did a live, but I'm trying to use this restream thing so that I can post a Telegram and everything at the same time. Look at that sky. Beautiful. Hey, doggy. Doggy dogs. Preoccupied with the brush. It's the simple things in life. I got a bit sunburnt today, didn't I? Lovely day on the mountain. Just lovely. Had a shave and everything. Weekly shave. Probably due for a back wax. If I don't get that back of mine waxed, turn into a Sasquatch. I got lost in my own back hair once. Had to call a rescue chopper. I was in my own back hair the whole time. Anyway, thing of the past. Thanks to my lovely Vietnamese back waxer. It's a community service. So nice to resonate up here in nature. Such a different frequency, if you will. I used to live right smack bang in the middle of Sydney. Used to resonate with money and cabbies and buildings, and that's the frequency of a city. Now you resonate with nature. It's noticeable. I didn't expect it until I moved up here. I hadn't even considered it, but it's a real thing. Just goes to show you it's important to hang around the right people and in nature. Got to get that frequency right. Helps to become that spiritual warrior that we're going to need to be, because I'm seeing a few people jump at different things at the moment. A few shiny things. Some people are going to come and save us. Some things are going to come and save us. Or a few things that are saying, boo! Oh! Getting a fright. There's neither. Got to be in the bigger space. Could be battle-hardened warriors right now. Because a lot of these wins that we're seeing are not wins. A lot of the losses aren't even losses, but all this throwing middle management under the bus. All these scapegoats, setups, dummies. Got to stay alert right now because a lot of it's by design. How can they do this? How can these people do this? They got 1,000 mega yachts filled full of caviar and they still want more. How brainwashed are they on their own shit? We think people are brainwashed that bought into imaginary viruses and the solutions and the rest of it, and that people are taking care of us that aren't. But imagine how brainwashed that you have to be, whether you've brainwashed yourself or by others, to actually implement this. They're fucking crazy. Nuts. Must be the most powerful drug in the world, I reckon. Power over other people. And a lot of them are just brainwashed who are implementing this. We can't... They will be held accountable, but they're not to be taken seriously. But these people at the top are genuinely fucking crazy, and you must that old saying, "Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely," must be true. Because how could you do this? Pure greed and power. Watch little kids starve, blow people up, inject people. Because I think there's only one stronger drug on the planet, and that's empowering people. Giving your power away. The problem with that is you've got to be in your power to do it. Otherwise, it's just crocodile power. I've talked a lot about crocodile. You know, crocodile tears when you cry to get something you want. There's a crocodile inside of all of us, jumping up and down, needy little fuck. Our pain's dictating. We'll go and empower someone, but then we want something back for it. Can't work like that. Got to separate ourselves from ourselves. Got to weed that little crocodile out and then watch it and stand in our power. And then we'll understand that no one's separate from each other. Because if we all considered everyone as ourselves, then none of this would be happening, would it? And it's kind of true. I mean, anyone who's been travelling, I remember being in Afghanistan in 2006 and looking at just absolute carnage, really. I mean, it was the middle of the war and there was some very, very battle-hardened, very weary-eyed men and women in Afghanistan, and I spent a lot of time with them, and I come out of there thinking there's no difference between those people, even though how different they look and where they are and how crazy this all seems. I felt like an extra in a movie over there with that level of energy surrounding it, but walked away thinking there's no difference between those guys and people who live in Dubbo out the back of Australia, or fucking Bolton in the UK, like whatever. They're just they're just the same as us. We're all just doing our best, and I like to think of, and I try not to get too spiritual in these things, but we're all just tentacles of God's octopus, brain cells in God's head, and that doesn't matter. That's not a religious statement. We're all one. Anyway, got to figure that out. Otherwise, we're not in a bigger spiritual space. And it's time to be real, because this is wartime. So we can't jump at everything that shines. We can't jump at everything that says boo. Got to be street smart. Got to hold ourselves totally accountable, and even more so hold each other accountable. 100% personal responsibility without being responsible for third parties. As much as you empower people, you can't empower somebody who doesn't want it. We're all learning that lesson, aren't we? With the most disgusting and dire outcomes. It's horrible to watch, but we've got to separate ourselves from that. What are you going to do? Ruin your own life because someone's ruining theirs? Doesn't matter how close they are. That's the toughest one out of all. And treat every day as a new day, because if we're going to stand here in our power, staunch for personal truth, then we've got to let a lot of that stuff go. That old pain, that old shame, those old relationships with ourselves and others, and step into every day as a new day. And live by design. Live with intention. Where do you want to be? Start fucking drinking. Stop drinking. Lose weight. Gain weight. Tell everyone to fuck off. Fart on a train. Do whatever the fuck you want. Time to be alive. This is a great time to be alive. And I know it doesn't look it. I know it's going to continue to not look even worse. Whatever. You know what I mean? But it is. Just have to figure out what means a lot to us, because a lot of what we thought didn't. But never in the history of man had this many people come together like this, in such connection, with such clarity, in such spirituality. This is going to unite. This is a moment in time. This is the moment in time. It's got to embrace it and understand that if this is a war, which it isn't, then it's for us inside of ourselves, and the world will reflect that. This is only a thermometer of a sick society, and the sickest motherfuckers of all have taken over the asylum. So, cry, laugh, jump up and down, be an idiot. Now's the time to live by design. Because this psyop, this gameplay, this head fuck, this giant gaslight will get us. We've all been guilty of it, haven't we? We've all thought, oh, maybe that. Or, oh, fuck, that's coming. Stay in the moment. Got no choice. And everything will be all right. Don't stress. Everything will be all right. It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. Love ya. Hope you had a great Friday. Hope you have a lovely weekend. I'll see you. There's a Telegram channel too. I just started it, called Stand in the Park World. So we'll try and get these lives over there once I figure out this restream thing. Oh, sister said, where's sister? 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 Come here. Sister, come here. Sister, come here. Come on. You're not in trouble. Sister says, hi, say hi. Big kisses from sister. Look at you, little show pony. Ciao.